And we are live, HOCWWYD, with DJ Marmalade.
Hi, everybody.
Grandma. We got some stories for you today, but the person who's going to be joining us today is currently eating their food. They don't know we're live, but it's going to catch them off guard when I bring them into the conversation. And let me tell you this, my grandma, one of the coolest people in the world. I'm going to tell you that right now. She's real cool. And speaking of cool, what's cooler than being cool when you got grandma here? So Momo, let us know what you had for breakfast today.
An omelet.
What kind of omelet are we talking about?
An omelet with cheese.
Any toppings?
Onions.
Ooh. What else?
Cheese and green onions, and that's it.
Ooh. Man, that sounds good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Wait a minute. Who made it?
Shonda.
You know, I remember Jennifer. Did you ever find out what happened to her?
No, I never did.
I thought you said you were going to call.
On medical leave.
Well, I sure hope she's all right.
Yeah, I hope so, too.
So how was that omelet on a scale of 1 to 10?
It was a 10.
Whoa. See, guys, I'm telling you, my grandma gets 5-star dining. 5-star restaurant quality. That's what you get when you're retired in the Bahamas. Nice. So, Mama, how's the Bahamas treating you lately?
I'm not in the Bahamas.
What?
I'm in Decatur, Illinois.
Wait a minute. What happened to the Bahamas?
I'm not in Bahamas.
No, you told me last time you were in the Bahamas. Now you're changing your mind?
Yeah, I'm changing my mind.
That don't make any sense. Well, I do know this, and I know this, and I know this, and I know that, but my grandma is so flippin' awesome.
Thank you, James.
You're welcome, Mama. So, let's see. You had an omelet for breakfast, so what did you have for lunch?
For lunch, I had a ham sandwich.
Ooh. What kind of toppings are you talking?
Ham sandwich with pepper jack cheese.
You sold me on that pepper jack cheese right there.
Yeah.
Man, what brand of pepper jack cheese are we talking?
Sargento.
Oh, that's the good stuff. That ain't even the cheap stuff.
I know.
Wait a minute. Who made the ham sandwich?
Me?
Whoa. You mean you didn't have your maid do it?
She's not my maid. She's my helper. But she wasn't here at that time.
No, she's your maid.
She's already gone.
My grandma's used to having a maid, guys. She only says it's her helper, but it's really her maid. My grandma lives in a 5-star resort.
Oh, I do not.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I'll never forget that one time my Momo told me about, that one time when she was at Dale Earnhardt Jr. and almost van hitting that deer.
Oh, Steve.
What do you mean, Momo? Momo was a freaking race car driver that day.
Oh, race car
she was driving on the interstate, right? And then a deer is on the side of the road. And you know what she says? Oh, Aunt Elma, look at that deer. I'm about to floor the gas. And Aunt Elma said, you better not. Please don't. I'm going to hit it. She said, please don't. Next thing you know, my grandma, she flipped her hat to the back, and then she floored the gas, went after the deer on the interstate. And then next thing you know, boom, deer was dead. You know what Grandma did? She got out of the car and was like, yeah, boy, yeah, you see me? I hit that deer pretty close. Oh, boy. She was celebrating.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Nope.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, you were. Just call my grandma Speed Racer. She used to work for NASCAR, believe it or not. I mean, one time my grandma was working for NASCAR, and she was on the pit crew. And one time the racer said, I just can't go fast enough. And my grandma was like, here, let me give her a ride. And they said, Mechanic K, are you sure? And she was like in her overalls all greased up. And she said, yeah, I got this. And so Grandma gets in the car. You know, she grooms her beard a little bit in the mirror. And next thing you know, she floors the gas. Gone. She came in third place, wasn't first, because basically the race was already going. But man, my Momo used to be a grease monkey. I mean, sometimes she would bathe in motor oil. And I remember one time I saw her in one of those motor oil baths, and I was like, Grandma, that can't be good for your skin. And she was like, you listen here, I'll tell you what's good for my skin. And then there was a bunch of cuss words. My grandma was a vegan. What?
I don't cuss.
What? Wait, what? Since when?
I don't cuss.
Wait, since when?
Since 1972.
Amen. 1972, guys. And why did you stop cussing?
Because Jesus told me to.
Can't beat that. Can't beat that. My Momo knows what's best. So Momo, when you used to cuss, did you cuss like a sailor?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
But I don't anymore.
Amen. So Momo, if you have one good thing to say about, one good thing to say about the American people, what would you say?
The American people are strong, and they're free, and they're resilient.
Ooh, that's a good word right there. What makes you say they're resilient, Momo?
Because anything that comes at them, they have victory in all their dealings.
Ooh. Now, Momo, let's say you could make an advertisement for America. And so basically, when, let's say tourists from other countries are all on a flight, they're all coming over here, and they have one advertisement that they're going to play for all the people who have never been to America. Now, if you could sum up what America is in one little advertisement to these new people who don't know anything about America, what would you like to tell these people to advertise your country?
Well, I'd like to advertise my country as the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ooh. Now, Grandma, when you go into an advertisement, you got to explain yourself. Now, how can you explain that this is the land of the free?
Because we have freedoms that is a lot more than other countries that don't have freedoms.
Ooh. And then what if a tourist says, I have freedom in my country. You explain yourself better, why you better? What are you going to say to even further explain that freedom to that person?
Well, we are free to go from one state to the next.
Ooh.
We are free to read the newspaper.
Ooh.
We are free to hear the news.
Ooh.
We are free to practice worshiping our God.
Ooh. And then what if they say, the media is blasphemy, the media is blasphemy, the TV is blasphemy, the news is blasphemy, they lie to you. Now how can
Well, I don't think so, but...
And what if he says, oh yeah, then explain how it does not lie to you.
I don't know.
And then he says, yeah, because you're not really American.
Oh, yes, I am.
Ooh. So Momo, if he said that to you, and then he says, oh yeah, then explain how you're American. Explain it, Momo.
I'm American, and that's it.
Ooh. You tell him, Momo. And then he says, but that's telling me nothing. It's telling me nothing.
Well, I'm not going to explain myself because evidently you don't understand me.
And then he says, I understand you. My English perfect. I hear you.
No, you don't understand me.
And then he says, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I know read.
You cannot believe it?
No, yeah, because you're over here telling me you're American, but you can't even explain.
I don't have to explain myself.
What's so good about America? Explain.
We've got freedom.
Ooh. And he says, yeah, you done said that. Why don't you explain more?
We could read any books. We could read any book that we'd like to read.
Ooh.
We can read our Bibles.
Mm.
We can worship our Lord God, Jesus. We have freedom to say whatever we feel like saying.
Ooh. Now, Momo, there's one thing that you are not really getting to. And what is it that us Americans can do that other countries can't?
Praise the Lord.
No. The other thing. We're talking about more political.
We can vote.
And then he says, vote? What is this vote? I've never heard of the vote. What is that?
Vote.
And he says,
Look
okay.
it up in the dictionary. V-O-T-E.
And then he says, vote, is this some kind of American slang?
Well, look it up in the dictionary. V-O-T-E.
And then some other guy says, why didn't you explain to us what this vote is? We do not have access to dictionary on the airplane.
Well, I'm sorry then. I don't know how to explain vote.
Like what do you vote for? Like, I don't get it.
We vote for congressmen. We vote for senators.
Ooh.
We vote for presidents. We vote for vice presidents.
Ooh. And then one guy says, so what you're telling me is that you pick your leader?
We vote for governors. We vote for mayors.
And so then one of them says, so you mean to tell me in America you have access to all of this and you can do this?
Yes, we can.
Wow. In my country, it's all bloodline. It's family fixed. We have no say in my country. And then what do you say?
Well, that's the way it is.
And then what if one of them says, this America sounds very good. I didn't know they had that much power. And then what if someone gets up and says, whatever things can you do in America that we might not be able to do in my other country?
Vote.
No, besides the vote, what else?
Praise the Lord.
Ooh.
Praising our Jesus.
Ooh. And then he says, how do you praise the Lord?
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord Jesus.
And then they say,
Thank you, Jesus, for the mercy and love that you show us.
Ooh. Grandma, you were awesome.
Thank you, James.
So, Mama, you go to Dunkin' Donuts today?
Brandy went for me.
Ooh. What'd you get?
A mocha,
Ooh.
iced coffee, decaf.
Ooh. They're still eating. Gosh dang it, man. It's been like an hour. I didn't eat my sandwich. My momo's the best thing ever. Yeah, I want to play What If, because this is the woman that I was telling you that I cannot stump. Like, no matter what kind of altercation I bring up, she always has a comeback for it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's something.
It's my grandma.
You're intelligent like you.
Ooh. Amen. What's my Momo doing?
Just sitting here listening to you.
What's Mimi doing for the Momos?
What am I doing for
Wait,
what?
did you have a large smoker?
Yeah, large.
Ooh. My grandma is the coolest in the whole wide world. So what did you have for dinner?
Fish and carrots
Ooh.
and potatoes.
Ooh. That's good eating right there.
Yeah, cubed potatoes.
Ooh. Cute potatoes are very fancy.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Believe it or not, I like...
They're mixed with red peppers.
Ooh. Man, you're eating 5-star dinners. How come I'm not invited?
You're invited.
What? I
Of
am?
course. Yeah, of course.
Wow. Grandma, I don't get it. Why are people posting on Facebook? Why do people brag about, it says, the girls that don't cheat, what are you doing right now? Like, why do people gotta brag that they don't cheat?
The girls that don't cheat.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they're proud of it.
Yeah, but if you don't cheat, you don't gotta brag about it.
Well, maybe they're proud of it, though.
Are you proud of it? Would you gloat? Exactly, you wouldn't gloat.
No.
Why would you rub that in someone's face? I don't cheat. I miss my Mimi, I miss my Momo, I miss my Moo, and I miss my Murmur. Have you seen the thing about the Pokemon detective, the Pikachu, Detective Pikachu?
Yeah.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, that is.
Ooda Ooda. If my Mimi was a Momo, and my Moo was a Murmur. Woman found dead in a hotel bathtub. ID'd, Columbus police investigate. Oh, look, Grandma, there. Someone did a post about the fake service dog owners. It's about time. I see so many fake service dogs, it's not even funny. Like, you can easily tell who's a fake service dog and who's not. Okay, so this is what the post reads. This is from, let's see here, romtonic.vice.com, or tonic.vice.com. The name of the article is, "We See You Fake Service Dog Owners. You're ruining it for people who actually need them." So here it is. I get it. You want to fly with your dog. You want to overrule your landlord's anti-pet policy, and it would be nice to bring your fur baby into a restaurant with you. I have a dog too, and I certainly don't want her flying in the belly of a plane, subject to cold temperatures, shifting luggage, and the winds and inconsistent of airline pet handling. But you know who else wants to spend extra time with their dog? The visually impaired, who deserve the opportunity to live a more navigable, navigable? I don't know. But pretty much it means navigatable life. I don't know if I'm pretty sure that's a word, I just don't know how to pronounce it. Wheelchair-bound individuals who simply want more autonomy, those who have PTSD or epilepsy and require specially trained helper to get them through an episode or panic or seizure. Disabled people bring dogs with them because they depend on those highly trained animals not only for independence but survival. That's why the Americans with Disabilities Act was legislated in 1990. People with legitimate needs require the use of dogs again, highly trained ones to help them live normal lives. And this need was so great, it had to be recognized by the federal government. So when I was waiting for my flight in Albuquerque, Sunport, I was shocked to witness a large breed hound type with a bright red vest, boasting service animal status, squat down and unrelentingly pee all over the tile floor. The owner quickly flung his jacket to the ground, soaking up the smelly mess while looking around to see if anyone noticed. The thing is, a true service animal, one with years of training, would not have made that mistake. And even if they had, anyone whose daily life consists of managing that animal would know to bring their accidental mess kit, like the one I was required to carry for 2 years while raising and training a puppy with guide dogs for the blind. This was This was no isolated incident. In my years as a trainer, I've seen countless vest-clad dogs barking, biting, peeing, jumping, and generally doing things that even a mildly trained dog wouldn't do during my time as a puppy raiser. The visually impaired people that join my local GDB group repeatedly share stories about non-service dogs that distracted their guides in places where pets were otherwise not allowed. Outside recently published a collection of data and anecdotes supporting the reality and severity of this problem. So what are they basically doing?
Well, they're training dogs to be service dogs.
No, I'm talking about the people who fake it.
Fake it?
You've never seen that. You have to be lying, Grandma.
Oh, I have never seen it, but I know that they do it.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who fake service dogs. I see it all the time. The dog acts unruly. You've never noticed it.
Oh.
You've never seen that?
I've never seen it, no, but I believe that people do it.
My grandma's cool. I see it all the time. And I've seen some unruly service dogs in grocery stores.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
Oh.
But I've never seen one of them do an accident in the place. That really would be funny to see. It's like, dude, that's not a service dog.
That would be horrible.
But that's not a service dog. I miss my Mini Memo Moo Moo.
You know, when I worked at Heritage, there was a man that worked there, and he was blind, and he had a service dog. And I think the dog's name was Buddy or something like that. But anyway, if you wanted to pet him, the man would say, "Don't pet the dog. He's working."
Yep.
And the dog actually saved this man's life. because the man was going to walk out into traffic, and the dog stopped him.
I really miss my Mimi. Wow, I see a cool article. Let's see here. So this article is on the New York Times. Dating advice for those who never thought they'd need Tinder. Many dating and lifestyle consultants are divorced women who want to provide the kind of guidance they found lacking when they were starting over. This guy quoted, "I'm not a selfie type of guy," said Joe Ragusa, who hired Alyssa Deneen, the founder of Style My Profile. About 5 years ago, Joe Ragusa, a city sanitation employee who works in the Bronx, got fed up with traffic and construction and all the other stuff and decided to move out of the city. He bought a house in the country in the hamlet of Mahopac and moved in with his girlfriend. Naturally, they broke up. Now Mr. Ragusa, 36, has an hour commute to his garbage route in Throg's Neck. He often wakes at 4 a.m. to start a shift. He does not like the bar scene, and well, dating has been a challenge. That's how it is for me too. He has tried dating apps like Tinder and Bumble, but the responses have been underwhelming. And he said, "I'm not a selfie type of guy," Mr. Ragusa said. "If I have 1,000 pictures, 998 are of my dog. And I'm squinting," he continued. "I've been wearing the same clothes since high school." He doesn't meet many women at work. How many people are out flirting with the garbage man? He asked how many people are flirting with the garbage man. He knew he needed help after an online search. He found Style My Profile, a company started by Alyssa Deneen, a fashion stylist who at the age of 41 found herself divorced with 2 young children. Ms. Deneen is a part of a network of women in New York City who have transformed their divorce experience into careers, helping others navigate splitting up and starting over. When Miss Deneen divorced her husband of 13 years, she hadn't dated since the 20th century. Dating apps felt awkward. It was like a foreign language. A friend helped her. This is her saying. She said, "It was like a foreign language. A friend helped me. She held my hand through it," Miss Deneen said. "I realized so many people didn't have that. People's bios were horrible. They were good looking, but put up selfies in the mirror with their shirt off." Miss Deneen left and Mashiko Borberg helped Mr. Ragusa perfect his look. After 2 years, she met a mate, but she almost didn't write to him. She said because his photos were terrible. It sparked a business idea. Drawing on her experience styling models for photo shoots, she started Style My Profile in 2017. Ms. Deneen, who lives in Brooklyn, now has clients all over the country whom she helps through email and video chats to buy clothing, edit bios, and get photos and make the person feel good, not make them look like a different person. For $300, Ms. Deneen's baseline service is a 1-hour call, during which time she'll edit bios and advise on photos. For a more thorough overall and consultation, the fee can go up to $3,000. Amy Noble, 49 years old, takes things a step further. When Miss Noble split from her husband of 20 years in 2018, she attacked dating like a job. She said the co-author of 4 books, including "I'd Trade My Husband for a Housekeeper," scheduled 4 to 6 dates a day, coffee, drinks, until she met the man that she is now happy with, she said. but she had friends who were struggling to click with people, so she started experimenting with writing text messages on their behalf. I found I have a knack for talking on people's voices. She said she had become a modern-day Cyrano de Bergerac, a business love. Amy was born. People get weird on these apps. They don't even talk like themselves. Miss Nobile said, after 3 or 4 meetings with my clients, I can banter as them. I can be them. Wow. Miss Noble finds matches and sets up dates, taking over the initial back and forth messaging with clients, looking over her shoulder. She hands everything over once dates are set.
Oh,
And blah, blah, blah,
wow.
blah, blah. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's what I need.
Yeah.
Because, man, I suck at those dating apps. I don't know what the heck is taking her so long. I know she is still not eating. There is no way she is still eating.
Well, honey, it's almost 4 o'clock over there.
It doesn't matter.
Maybe she went to bed.
No, she freaking owes me, Grandma. If you knew the stuff I went through today, man, no. There's no sleeping. My grandma's so flipping cool.
Flipping.
I mean, Grandma, when she tells you the story, yeah, you're going to be like, what? I'm telling you, it was a crazy night after work.
Really?
Yep. Do you have type 2 diabetes?
Yeah.
4 food snacks that could help lower your blood sugar for type 2 diabetes. Let's see here. Type 2 diabetes, 4 food snacks that could help lower your blood sugar. Type 2 diabetes is a condition which causes a person's blood sugar level to become too high, and left untreated, it can lead to serious health complications, but a person's blood sugar levels could be controlled through eating certain snacks. Oh, and by the way, this is on express.co.uk. Let's get to the NHS recommends eating a wide range of foods, including a variety of fruit and vegetables and some starchy foods. Wait a minute, that's just common sense.
Yeah, that is.
So basically just eat fruit and vegetables, nuts, whole grains, and legumes.
Oh, legumes.
Yeah, isn't that beans?
Legumes, beans.
Okay, Grandma, we're about to bring her on. So let's get her on. Hang on one moment.
Buddy.
Guess what?
Hey.
Guess what?
What?
We're already live. DJ Marmalade, tell her right now. Tell her right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we are. We're live.
We're live.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm amazing. Did your grandson tell you what he did today?
No, I've been waiting for you.
Oh, he wants you to tell me.
Yeah.
Oh
We
my
want to tell
God.
it together.
He completely helped me and saved me tonight.
Oh, that's good.
Yes,
Wow.
I ran out of gas and I was all by myself and I thought I was going to have to walk to the gas station and get gas. And then James said that he would drive me And then he waited with me and helped me get the gas into my truck and then took me back to the gas station when I needed more.
Oh, good.
Yes, he was so sweet.
My Momo raised me right. Ain't that right, Momo?
Yes,
That's how he is.
yes. He
Amen.
literally, he saved my entire night. He saved the day for me.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. What is that?
What do you mean?
That ghost.
Like that? Yeah. I got a soundboard. I use it when me and Grandma are on the podcast. See, watch.
I love it.
Grandma, tell Katrina what you ate today.
What I ate today,
Yeah.
ate for
Yeah,
breakfast
Grandma.
an omelet with cheese, green onions.
Green onion.
Ooh.
For lunch, I had a ham and cheese sandwich.
Mm.
For dinner, I had fish and carrots and cubed potatoes.
I love it.
That. You can't beat that. My grandma eats
That
five-star
sounds
dining.
amazing.
Listen, my grandma eats five-star dining every single day. She's living on a resort, just so you know. My grandma lives in the tanning scene. Like my grandma. Yes, you do.
James.
Yes, you do.
Wow.
My grandma knows that. Her Mimi.
Yeah.
Katrina does not believe me.
I didn't say that. I believe you.
No, you don't. My grandma.
James.
Tell Katrina that Grandpa was a black Puerto Rican. She said she's never seen a black Puerto Rican.
Wait. Okay, so if your grandpa was black, how are you white?
Well,
I got the
I'm
lighter
white.
genes. My grandma's white. My mama, believe it or not, if you go to my house, my sister and my mom look really Hispanic, but me and my dad look white. But my dad has Mexican in him. Well, my dad's a mutt too, though. My dad's mixed with white and Mexican. My mom is mixed with white and Puerto Rican and whatever else we are, because on my mom's side, we're big mutts. Like, I mean, we are mixed with so many races, it's not even funny. Like, my sister got her
I think
DNA.
I'm just white. I'm just a white kid.
You need to get your DNA tested. I bet you're more than just white. The coolest thing that I'm mixed with is Scandinavian. That was so cool. I'm like, wow, I got Viking blood in me. Awesome. My grandma was a Viking back in the day. Tell her, Grandma. Yes, you were.
I wasn't a
Yes,
Viking.
you were.
No, I
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you were.
I love Vikings.
My grandma was a Viking, and they used to call her Butch Mamigo.
Oh, James.
Butch Mamigo. And she would sail the 7 seas and pillage people.
Ooh, that's amazing.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. Like a pirate.
Oh, my grandma's not a pirate.
I love pirates.
She was a brutal Viking. Like, I'm talking about, there wasn't a day you would not see my grandma without blood splattered all over her. Like, it was like every day. Like, I was over at grandma's house.
Wait, okay, so let's play that game.
Wait, I'll tell the freaking story. So, my grandma, so I'm at the dinner table, right? And me and Grandpa and Joy, we're waiting for Grandma to come home. And then she comes home with her Viking helmet and stuff. She has blood, like, all over her. And it's like, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes,
Your
you
grandma
did.
is disagreeing right now.
No, she came in the house, blood splattered all over her with a battle axe. Then she said, honey, did you make my mead? My grandma needs her mead,
Your grandma?
and she has to drink it out of a horn. If it's not in a horn, she's going to be very mad. Because I remember one time she threw a battle axe, and it broke the table. They had to buy a new table. My grandma was very muscular, too. Very, very muscular. Don't mess with my
Is
grandma.
she?
Yes.
Didn't you say your grandma has that gangster lean?
Yes, she does have a gangster lean. And she rocks with the new Jordan
Oh,
rock.
no. Come
Yes,
on.
you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I do not.
Yes, you do. But Momo, to educate Katrina, because I told her, because me and Katrina have the same sense of humor. So she finds
Yes,
racism
we
to be
do.
funny, too.
Do
Now,
what? You don't tell your grandma that.
What? Racism is funny.
Okay, maybe it is.
Wait, though, but you just said that, so what? You don't find racism funny?
I didn't say that.
Wait,
It is
wait,
funny
wait.
sometimes.
No. Wait a minute. Explain
Wait a minute.
yourself.
No, it's funny. You just can't tell your... I don't know. It's funny. It's funny. Go ahead. Continue.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Continue.
Are you telling me I can't tell my best friend this?
No,
Grandma,
tell her.
Grandma, tell her we're best friends. Grandma.
We're best friends.
See? Told you.
Grandma. Oh, I
Told
love
you.
it. It's so cute.
And when you want to know something else? Grandma, are you wearing your best friend necklace?
Well, I was letting it dry off.
No, you were letting it dry off the other. No excuse.
I didn't put
Nope.
it on yet.
Nope, that thing's been drying for 3 days now. I see how you feel about my friendship, Momo.
Oh, no, I got the necklace.
Nope, you're not even wearing it. And I bought it. I spent my hard-earned money on that. Nice. I bet you're wearing your Life Alert necklace, though.
Yeah.
Wow. So Life Alert's more important than our best friend necklace.
Our best friend necklace is important.
You're not even.
Oh, it's so cute. I love y'all's necklaces.
My grandma's cool. One time my grandma went she went to Africa when it was very when basically it was
Girl,
very
did you
bad.
really go to Africa?
Yes, she did.
No.
Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. So my grandma was traveling through the African jungle, and she was in like one of those Jeeps, those rinky-dinky Jeeps. She was driving off-road, and her driver's name, his name was Zimbabwe, and he was driving in the driver's seat, and Grandma was in the passenger seat, and basically they were on the search for diamonds and stuff, because there are certain mines in Africa where it's hard to find, but she was wanting to find one as a souvenir to take back to America, and she ran into the rebels. And next thing you know, a big old line of these rebels came in the middle of the road, and they say, "Hey, who are you? Who are you moving through here? Who is the white person? Who is the white person?" And Grandma just looked at him and said, "Who are you calling white?" And my grandma jumped out.
Who are you calling white?
Wait. My grandma jumped out of the car, and she was like, "What's wrong? What's up? What are we going to do here? Get out of the way. We're in the middle of driving." And the guy, my grandma's short, but this guy was like 7 feet tall, and he looked at her, and he said, "Woman, get out of here. You do not belong here. Get out of the jungle." And my grandma was like, "Oh no, we're going through. I need to get some diamonds. So I suggest you move or else." And he said, "Or else what?" Next thing you know, my grandma got in a tussle with the rebels. And I'm talking about there was 10 rebels. And she told the driver to just stay in the car. And she juked it out with all 7 of these rebels. My grandma beat them all up with her bare fist.
Oh, I did.
Yes, she did.
Oh.
Yes, she did.
Stop.
No.
That's his imagination.
Momo.
I know it's his stories.
But anyway.
Yeah, that's the story.
when my mama was done, like she had blood just dripping out of her mouth and stuff. Like she looked like she got in the worst fight of like, I'm talking about like Fight Club on steroids. Like, I mean, it was, man, her face was
That's
just
amazing.
messed up. But Grandma was like a soldier. And then you know what she did? She took the leader by his collar and picked him up. And she said, "You must not have heard, but I'm a Vietnam vet." And she dropped his head on the ground. And she kicked him out of the way. And she got back in the car and said, "Keep going, drive to the mine." And they kept going. He eventually got some diamonds. She still has those diamonds to this day, if I'm not mistaken. Don't you?
I don't have any diamonds,
What?
and that story is his imagination.
No, that's a real story. Oh, but anyway, Grandma. So basically, because I was joking about calling you the Grand Wizard, and then I was like, maybe it's not good for you to call my grandma the Grand Wizard because my grandma's very touchy on racism. Like, she doesn't find it funny like I do. Now, Grandma.
No, I don't want to be called a wizard.
Whoa. Wait, why not?
I worship the Lord Jesus.
He can't beat that. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. You know what? Actually, give it up for my grandma. Give it up for my grandma. Thank you. Ooh, thank you. Thank you. You know what? As a matter of fact, I really could not hear that. So if you guys can just clap a little louder. There you go.
What is that weird noise,
There you
y'all?
go. Thank you. Thank you. That's the crowd clapping for my grandma. But anyway, Grandma, the Grand Wizard as in the group of people who wear the white robes.
Oh, no. I don't care for those people at all.
There you go. Now, Momo, to educate Katrina on what you went through, because you got to remember, my grandma was around back in racist times, and she was with my grandpa. If you can educate her a little bit on your experience, because she's young, Grandma. Tell her Katrina, tell my grandma how old you are.
I'm 20.
She's only 20 years old, Grandma.
No, I'm 71.
No, Katrina is 20.
Oh, Katrina, you're young then.
Yeah.
I'm 20. I'm just 20 years old. I'll be 21 in January.
And then me and Katrina are going to go karaoke when she's
we are.
But Grandma, if you can just educate this youngin on what you experienced, that would be awesome.
Well, me and my husband did experience racism. We went down south and we were refused. We couldn't buy gas in Alabama. They wouldn't sell us gas.
That's rude.
Yeah.
That's how times were back then.
When we had all our children with us, we camped out in this campground, and at the campground there was a swimming pool, and me and my children and my husband went in the swimming pool, and everybody else that was in the pool got out, and they were all white people, and they wouldn't even go into the pool with us.
Really?
Yeah. That's true.
My grandma dealt with a lot of racism, and even in Illinois she dealt with racism. Like people in the town telling her to move, white woman shouldn't be with a black man. Like she went through it all.
Oh yeah.
My grandma's put up with some hatred. Yeah. So
That's why I don't care for racism.
Nope.
Yeah, it's rude.
Yes, it's too bad. It's terrible.
Yep. But you know, my grandma's a trooper. She stood her ground, and she stayed with Grandpa.
Yeah.
My grandma's always been a fighter, even when she was a Vietnam vet. When she came out of those trenches with like 4 shots of whiskey and just mowed them all down with her assault rifle. Doo, 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 doo. Doo, 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 doo. Doo, 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 doo. And while she was mowing them down, you know what she was saying? She was saying, I'm from America the Great, America. And she just kept chanting that over and over again. Do, 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 do. My grandma mowed down about 60 Vietnam people.
Where at least I know I'm free.
Keep singing, Momo.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I'll proudly stand up next to you and defend her still today. And there ain't no doubt I love this land.
And the grandma.
God bless the USA.
Oh, you know the whole song.
I love that song. It makes me happy.
Did you just hear, Grandma?
Oh, that's wonderful.
She's impressed that you know that whole song. You know why? My grandma works for North Korea.
I didn't work in North Korea,
Yes,
James.
you do.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Come on, James. I'm an American.
Okay, then, Momo, how come you don't know the whole words to that song? Why did you mess up our national anthem?
It's not a national anthem,
Oh,
but
the other day you messed up the national anthem.
The words.
The other day you messed up the national anthem.
Fred knows the words to that song.
Well, duh, she's a real American. She's not North Korean.
I'm not North Korean.
You are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm German and Lithuanian.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, you missed story time with my grandma, man. My grandma's freaking awesome. I said, Grandma, if you can say anything to advertise America, man, she was killing it. You're going to have to look at the podcast before we got you on the line. My grandma was
really
awesome, yes. Okay, so let's play What If, because Katrina was really wanting to play this with you, Grandma. So
okay.
For the first round, we're gonna let my grandma go, and I want you because I want you to see how my grandma responds. My grandma is the awesomest at What If. So Momo, so let's say you're walking in the mall, and some guy comes up to you, and he says, "Excuse me, ma'am, I really like your purse. What kind of purse is that?" What are you going to respond to him?
It's a Coach purse.
And he says, "Ooh, a Coach. I really like the Coach purse. May I see it?"
No.
And then he says, "But why not, ma'am? I just want to see the purse."
I don't let everybody see my purse.
And then he says, "Well, wait a minute. You're not letting me see your purse because I am black?"
No, that's not it.
And then he says, "Well, let me just see your purse. I just want to hold."
No, because you'll take off with it.
And then he says, "No, I will not. Wait a minute. You're accusing me stereotype. She stereotyped black man." And then he's telling everyone that you stereotyped the black man. What are you going to say?
No, I didn't.
And then he says, "Yes, you did. I wanted to check the quality of your bag, and you won't even let me hold the bag."
Nope.
And then he says, you know what? If you're going to be so stubborn, I'm going to ask again politely. Let me see your bag.
No.
And then he says, you know what? I'm just going to take it. And he
Oh, yeah, see?
he reaches down and he grabs it off your shoulder. And he just walks away with it. What are you going to do?
Well, I'll call the police.
Oh, the police.
Yeah.
So let's say, so Grandma, wait a minute, Mama, your phone's in your purse.
Run without phone.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to hunt down a mall cop?
Probably.
Okay, so let's say you see a mall cop rolling on a Segway, and he says, ma'am, is everything okay?
No, a man just stole my purse.
And then he says, man, what man?
Oh, the man with the red shirt.
And then he said, which way did he go, ma'am?
That way.
And then he rolls on his Segway, and he says, all right, I'm on it. And you see him rolling on the Segway as fast as he can. And then and you can see this in eye distance because he eventually finds the guy because the guy's not even running. He's just walking because he's that confident that he got away with a free bag. And this is an eye distance. How are you responding while this mall cop is rolling on his Segway to go get the culprit?
I don't know how to respond. I'm just letting the police officer do it.
So the mall cop gets off his Segway and gets on his foot, and he's running, and he says, hey, you with the bag and the red shirt. And the guy turns around and he says, who, me? And like this guy's like 7 foot tall. And then all you see is him just hit the mall cop one time as hard as he can with his fist in the face. And you see the mall cop drop to the floor and he just falls asleep. What's going to be your reaction?
Well, I'm going to grab my purse and run.
You're gonna run?
Yeah.
So let's say you were up there and you see the mall cop get punched, and so he has the handbag in his hand. So you mean to tell me you're going to snatch it out of his strong hand, holding on to
Yep.
it? Dang.
Yep.
And then he shoves you, and he says, get off me, that's my bag.
Well,
What are you going to say?
I don't know what to say.
And then he says, what are you going to do? You're nothing but 4 feet. Listen, small lady, get out of here. It's my bag now. What are you going to say?
Well, then you could keep it.
And then he says, I already knew that I could keep it. Look how tall you are. You can do anything. And what are you going to say?
Nothing.
And then he just walks off with your bag. Oh, and your keys
Yeah.
are in your bag too.
Oh, okay.
Your keys.
Yes.
Oh, no.
So, Momo, you got to go home. And this guy is walking away. What are you going to do? You got to get those keys back. You got to get home.
Well, I'll snatch my purse and run.
Okay, so let's say he's not holding the bag very tight because he's that confident, and then you come out of nowhere and you just grab the bag out of his hand. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to do something to prevent him from running after you or anything, or are you just going to run with the bag? Because you got to remember, Grandma. But Grandma, you got to remember, you have a cane, and you cannot run that fast.
Yeah, I can't run that fast. That's right.
So what are you going to do to prevent him from running after you?
I don't know what to do, James. I'm stumped. I don't know what to do.
Okay, so let's say you take the bag and you're running as fast as you can with your cane. And then the guy comes out of nowhere and then he says, "Hey, mall cop, that woman took my bag." And then you see another mall cop on a Segway.
A mall cop.
It's another
Gonna
mall
get
cop.
arrested?
It's another mall cop. He comes around and he pulls up in front of Grandma and he says, "Ma'am, did you take that man's bag?"
Well, my
And he says, "But ma'am, that guy just told me that you took his bag. If you can just please
No,
give
that's
that
my
back to
bag.
him." Wait, what, Momo?
It's my bag.
And he says, "Can you prove that to me, ma'am?"
Well, my ID and everything is in there.
And he said, "Let me take a look at that." So you hand him your ID, and then, bam, the guy already put his ID in there.
God.
And then he says,
I can't.
"Ma'am, can you explain?"
I can't deal with this. It's too much. It's too much for me.
I told you, Katrina, my grandma always does that. Like, but Grandma, you didn't even bring in no Holy Spirit or nothing.
You know what? You know he talks about you every day.
Oh, he does.
Yep.
Every single day.
Oh,
Like almost every, like, over half of the things we talk about, we always talk about you.
Yep.
oh, Jay.
Yeah, he talks about how much he loves you, and he talks about how you're his best friend.
Yep.
Amen to that.
Amen.
Man.
But Grandma, why didn't you bring?
And he tells me about it, and it makes me so happy.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah, Grandma, Katrina's the one that's best friends with her grandpa.
Oh yeah, I love my grandpa.
Oh, that's good.
Mhm.
Me and Katrina
Katrina,
are like
how
so
tall
alike.
are you?
How tall am I?
Yeah,
I'm 5'4".
5'4". You know what
Yeah, I'm
I
very
am?
short. Huh?
I'm 4'11".
Really?
Yeah, I'm short.
But don't let that
How tall
fool
is
you.
James? James, you're pretty tall.
I'm like
James is
5'9", 5'10". But
Mm.
don't let my grandma's size fool you. She used to play basketball.
Oh,
Yes, she did. She used to play basketball for the miniature league.
honey, please.
No, she used to play basketball for the miniature league. But she was one of the best people on the team. Back in the day, they used to call my grandma Small Michael Jordan.
Oh, James.
And I'm not talking about Michael Jordan when he played for the White Sox. Oh, wait. Katrina's too young to remember that. Dun,
You
dun,
remember
dun. That Michael Jordan played for the White Sox.
Well, I don't really care about sports though, so I don't really know anything
Wait a
about
minute, but my grandma does.
No, I
So-
don't.
that. Haha, she said she doesn't.
She's lying to you.
No.
Oh. No,
Your grandma wouldn't lie, but you would.
No, I don't.
Yeah, James is a storyteller.
My mama's
Yeah,
so
James.
freaking cool.
Telling your stories, they're not even true.
No, my stories are true. Okay,
No.
Katrina. So let's show my grandma how
Yeah.
it's done with the what if.
All right.
So I'm going to put
Okay.
you in the same predicament, but we're starting completely over. So this guy comes up to you and he comes up to you and he says, "Hello, ma'am. I really like your colorful hair. Ooh, what kind of bag is that?"
This bag right here,
"Yeah, that bag right there."
it's a cheap Walmart bag.
And he says, "Oh, that looks like very good quality. Can I see?"
I'd be like, don't touch my bag.
And then he says, "Ma'am, please, don't be racist of my black skin. I just want to see your bag."
I'd be like, I don't care what color you are.
Wait, you're what?
I would tell him that I don't care what color you are.
And then he says, "Oh, you don't? Good. Let me see the quality of your bag."
I'd be like, don't touch my bag, ugly.
And then he says, "Excuse me? You make fun
I'd be
of-"
like, yeah, excuse you?
And then he looks around and he says, "This racist white woman is making fun of my African skull, what's it called? Skull structure. This white racist woman is making fun of my African skull structure."
I'd be like, what are you going to do about it?
And then he said, "Excuse me? Listen here, ma'am. You can take your racist self out of the mall."
I'd be like, I'm not going anywhere, ugly.
And then he says, "Call me ugly one more time. I show you ugly."
Ugly.
And then he punches you really hard. And you hit the floor. And you let go of your bag. And he just takes it and just walks off.
No, I'm going to get up and bust him.
Wait a minute.
There you go.
Okay, so then let's say you're tussling.
I'm going to get up and bust him up. I'm going to bust him.
Wait a minute. This guy's like 7 foot tall, okay? And he's
I don't care.
He's very well built. And
I'll bust him in the no-no square.
Whoa. But wait a minute.
And then he'll fall down.
Okay, so you hit him.
And then I'll fall down.
And
then I'll kick him, and then I'll grab my bag, and I'll be like, don't touch my bag, ugly, and then I'll walk away.
No. It don't work out like that, because guess what?
Yes.
No.
I'd be like, and then you know what I would do?
What?
I'd take his wallet.
No, wait, but that's not how it's going to work. See, you're controlling the story.
Yes, that's how it's going to work.
I'm the storyteller.
No.
Yes.
No. Yes. That's what I would do. Bust him up.
Okay, so when you went to go kick him in the no-no spot, he looks at you and laughs and he says, "I used to be a woman." And then he punches you really hard, right in the face.
Then you know what I'd do?
What?
I'd hit him in his lady chest.
Ooh.
And give him a pinch-a-rooney.
Wait a minute. But wait a minute.
In his lady business.
What if he's been on testosterone for a long time and he's built a very muscular physique and his chest
honestly, you can still pinch a guy's chest and it's still gonna affect them.
Wait a minute. What?
Pinch their chest areas. You know what I mean?
But what if he said, "I just don't know how that would hurt"? Like, you are not going to do that in a defensive type position. Just say
yes,
that.
I would.
No, you wouldn't.
All right.
Yeah, I would.
Grandma, don't back her up.
Yeah, see?
But Grandma, I'm your blood relative.
I know, but she's a woman, just like me, and
Exactly.
Up.
So you mean to tell me, Grandma?
Tell him, Grandma.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me you'll take the side of a woman instead of your own flesh and blood?
If I'm right, yeah.
You're not right, because there's no way you're going to defend yourself.
I am right.
No, you're not.
I am right.
No,
yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong.
No.
Wrong.
Nope.
Wrong.
Nope.
Wrong.
Nope.
Wrong.
Nope.
Wrong.
Nope.
Wrong. Wrong.
Exactly.
Wrong.
Anyway, that's not how it would happen.
Anyway,
She would not defend herself that
that's
way.
how it would happen.
Momo.
No.
Mimi.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did my grandma hang up the phone? Me.
No, I didn't hang up the phone.
Why are you being quiet?
I'm just listening to you guys.
But Momo, you're a part of the podcast too.
Yeah.
Well, it's 3:30 over here.
So? It's 4:27 over here. What are you talking about?
Oh, boy.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Well, how long is the podcast going to go?
Well, you listen here,
As long
Momo.
as our phone call.
Yes, Momo. Momo, you're really going to be this rude to our guests on the podcast? And I actually think Katrina might become a permanent person of the podcast, maybe?
Oh, really?
Wait, we got to get Grandma's permission.
Of course.
There you go.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, Momo, you know what she told me? She said, no one ever calls me. And I'm like, what? See, that's the thing with young people nowadays. They don't even talk on the phone no more. Believe it or not, me and Grandma talk on the phone every night. And we even have documentary nights where we watch documentaries. Like she'll watch the documentary over at her house and I'll watch the same documentary over at my house.
On YouTube.
Yep. Yeah, my grandma watches YouTube. Uh-oh. Katrina, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Why did you get so quiet? We were just talking to you.
Me?
Yeah, we were talking to you.
Oh, I had to find my phone charger.
Oh. Grandma, is that a good excuse?
Oh, yeah, I had to change phones a few minutes ago.
Oh, but yeah, you know what else was crazy about tonight? The whole gasoline situation.
Oh, man.
We broke the tops of the gasoline thing. Well, she did. She screwed them on.
No, we both did.
Okay, yeah, okay. I didn't even touch them. I was wanting to watch a YouTube video and you're just up there screwing the cat on. And she broke it.
Oh, on the gas can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
My Momo knows how to use gas cans. She's very good at it.
Oh, we were very bad at it.
Yeah, but not my grandma. My grandma used to be a professional. Back in Grandma's day, you couldn't pump your own gas. Someone else pumped it for you.
That's right. That's how it used to be.
Yep. And my grandma used to work as one of those people. She was a
Did y'all have a 24/7 gas station?
A what?
Like a gas station that was open 24/7?
Yeah, I think that there is a couple over here in Decatur open 24 hours.
My grandma doesn't believe in stuff that's open for 24 hours. One time my grandma said, this don't make any sense. 24 hours, people gotta sleep. And then one time my grandma used to be, I I remember when Grandma used to work for the CIA.
Oh, I did not.
Yes, you did.
James. Come on.
Yes,
Honey,
you did.
please.
What?
James, honey, I never worked for the CIA.
Yes, you did. Oh, wait, Katrina, do you believe in aliens?
I do, Celine.
What is your thoughts on that, Grandma?
Well, something's out there.
Wait a minute, Grandma. Did you ever tell your UFO story on the podcast?
I think I did.
No, I don't think you did. My grandma seen a UFO. My mom and my Aunt Karen did too.
Yeah, I saw something in the sky, and you couldn't explain it.
Yep. I saw a lot of weird stuff when I lived in Jefferson. Because where I lived in
When did
Jefferson,
you
there was
live
a
in
lot of
Jefferson?
pastors. I was raised in Jefferson. Yeah, I was raised in Jefferson.
Really?
Yeah, my parents have lived there since we've been here. We moved here in 1999. Katrina, we need to have a movie night.
Yeah. Yes.
You don't even like movies.
I love movies.
No, you don't.
Did you see the Avengers?
There you go.
Oh, I'm going to go see it on Sunday.
Oh, boy. Enjoy yourself. It's a 3-hour movie.
My grandma enjoyed it. Wait, Grandma, I wasn't even invited.
You were too far away.
That's no excuse. Mama, why didn't you invite me?
Well, you know you're always invited.
But I didn't even know you went to the Avengers.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
Tony went.
Oh.
Well, Tony and Trinity went.
Oh.
And I stayed home. And he
Oh.
told me it was a 3-hour movie.
Well,
He said it
Grandma.
was really.
Grandma enjoyed the movie.
Well, I didn't see it, honey.
My grandma's so cool. Okay, so let's put the podcast to an end because I want my grandma to get some sleep and whatnot.
That sounds
So
good,
what
buddy.
we're going to do, we're going to end the podcast. Grandma, starting with Grandma, do you have anything that you would like to advertise?
I'd like to advertise Dunkin' Donuts
Ooh.
and their coffees. Their iced coffees are so good.
Ooh.
The large iced mocha coffees are so good.
Ooh. And do you got anything else you want to advertise besides Dunkin' Donuts?
Well, I'd like to say that Jesus Christ is Lord,
Aww.
died on the cross, and he rose again on the third day.
Amen.
And Katrina, Jesus loves you.
Aw, thank you.
He does.
Amen. Anything else you want to advertise, Momo?
No, that's it.
Okay. Well, I want to advertise karaoke tomorrow at the Go Bar, 10 to 2. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to sing. I don't even know what I'm going to sing. Oh, and I'm going to be going to karaoke on Sunday at Jersey's 9 to 9 to, is it 12 or 1? I don't remember what time they used to end. I think it was 1, 9 to 1. I think it was 9 to 1. I haven't been to Jersey in a while. Nick has never done karaoke, so I'm going to take Nick to karaoke. We're going to work on his confidence and stuff, so I'm pretty excited for that. Grandma, you know how I usually help someone out with their mental illness and stuff? Nick is my new person I'm working on, and he really wants to work on himself. So he's going to get out there and sing and all that stuff. It's going to be nice.
Well, good.
Katrina, do you have anything you want to advertise?
I think I'm doing good. I think I'm okay.
You don't want to advertise anything?
No. Not this time. I will next time.
All right. Well then, that's going to be it because this video is going to be pretty long, but I think it's going to be worth it. So anyway, we're out. You have been tuning in to HOCWWID with DJ Marmalade. And what should we call Katrina on the podcast? We'll come up with something.
You have a nickname?
Yeah.
What's your nickname?
Trina or Cat.
Oh, Cat. You know, they call one of my great-grandchildren Cat. I think her name is Trina, and they call her Cat.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She lives in Oklahoma.
Aw.
Shout out to Oklahoma. I'm going to advertise Oklahoma. Shout out to Oklahoma. Anyway, we're going to put the podcast to an end because I really want to play some Animal Crossing and lay down and let my grandma get some sleep and let Katrina...
Well,
wait a minute, Katrina, aren't you going to go to sleep anyway? Don't you got to get up?
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah, you need to get up. Don't you work at Kroger tomorrow?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, well.
All right. Good night, you guys.
Good night.
good night.
We are off, guys. And
Bye.
peace.
Good night, James.